All right, what's up, Crown and Glory? Welcome back to a So Special once again for another forecast or a report. This is your March monthly. I hope 2023 is being good to you so far, and I hope you're doing well. But before we start off into the forecast, I just want to first thank you so much for your views and support from the last post. And if you have not already complied, please do so whenever you hear this sound. And thank you in advance. And we're going to get jumping now. Crown and Glory, something came to you about the triangle. I don't know who I'm speaking to. This is Sun, Moon, Rising on the Cups. It could be one for each. It could be all. I don't know, because I don't know your natal birth chart. But here it is. Triangle. Triangle. I don't know if this is dealing with geometry. I don't know if the triangle is dealing with the Bermuda Triangle, a love affair, the Ankh. And again, the Ankh, mother, father, and child. The womb, we'll be dealing with the womb, like the vajayjay. Something about the triangle, okay? So let's get going. A piece of the pie. Something about the triangle, Leo. I don't know why. Okay, that's intuition, that's psychic work. So I just, because the beautiful part about this is if it applies to you, if it you can't deny it. You can't deny when it resonates with you, even if it hasn't happened yet. It's going to be something about it, probably maybe because of the events or whatnot. But let me tell you something. When something is in you, Source know when to nudge you when something is done. Because there are prophecies that take on other, they're like preludes to the outcome. And you may think that's what it is, and it's not. And that's why I tell people, don't go trying to fulfill the prophecy yourself, whether you like it or not. Just walk through life. Because when it happens like it's supposed to, you will know. You will be like, that's what that was. That's what this is. This is it. Oh. Reverse, we have nemesis, okay, for this month in March. Nemesis, you may think you have a nemesis. You may conquer your nemesis. If this is in relation to an enemy, it could be a friend, a family member, a neighbor, whoever it is, they're always close to you. They're the closest to you. People that mistreat you the most are the closest to you. However, this just could be in relations to family. I don't know if you lost your family. I don't know if you're thinking about your family, your siblings, the entire family. You're thinking about that this month. And maybe this triangle got something, one of them triangles got something to do with it. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. We have dis-ease underlining, okay? This doesn't necessarily mean a dis-ease, an actual disease like virus or anything bacterial. It could just mean being uneasy. You're not comfortable, something's not right. Maybe it's not the way it's supposed to be, family's not the way it's messed up right now. Dis-ease, troubles, problems, things we need to fix. Like, maybe you see a trait in the family. It could literally be medical, but it could also be like cultural. We have cultural diseases. Racism is a cultural disease. It still exists. We're still trying to get rid of that. We're still trying to get rid of abuse of power. That's a disease. That's why you have so many people do it. That's why you have lawsuits and civil suits. Because really, that's that person's way of saying, that's got to change. You can no longer treat human beings like that anymore. That's a disease. And you're spreading it. It becomes an epidemic. Whether it's an attitude, or you need to make a cultural change, or You know, it could be literal. I don't know. Only you do if it apply. There you go. Those I'm gonna give y'all that as bonus cards because I just believe she gave that to you. Okay, what's going on? I wish you well in the month of March. I really do. My prayers go out to you. What's going on in the month of March? For crown and glory. For crown and glory. Oh my God, Temperance is here. She's just visiting everybody. This little angel is busy. Gabrielle. Gabrielle. You know, number 14 is really sticking out to me for some reason. Which to me is like starting and completing. And the completion, you can stop there or you can build on it or keep going, you know. It also references independence. It also also represents a minimum. So we talk about that triangle. It's what, 45? What is a triangle? 45, 45, 45. Can't remember. It's been so long. It's based on the 8 of Cups, the Moon, the 6 of Wands reversed, and the 2 of Wands reversed, and Death reversed. Okay? Being left alone, being left to yourself, staying in your own lane, minding your own business, you know, focusing on what you want to do, if anything. This is just really regarding yourself and leaving well enough alone, not wanting to disturb anybody. Don't want to disturb anybody. This, I'm hearing COVID. This could be COVID here. Maybe you lost a family member due to COVID. I see you having a conversation about walking away this month, leaving it all behind. This could also be talk about something you're going to do when you leave work. But for some of you, I feel like it's got a lot to do with creativity to the they go to throat chakra. Maybe something's going on. Something's going on. Gotta have a little tea, right? A little tea going on here. Okay. Mysteries. Okay. Nighttime, primetime dramas and shit, but it's coming out of trying to, some of you trying to strap up, like pull yourself up by the bootstrap. You know, because this looks like a start over because you left it all behind. You know, I guess you feel like you need to stick with yourself, stick with the plans, stick with God, stick with what you believe in. She's pulling on this card. There she is. The Great Mother has called somebody. The Great Mother has called somebody on a journey, a spiritual journey. Okay? She want to show you your path, at least for a phase or a cycle. If not forever, a phase, or either it's till you get old, or it's going to be a cycle or a phase. Remember we talked about starting, number 1, 4, completing, the minimum. Even though here the minimum to the angelic realm, it's abundance. It's still considered an abundance here. But I see you having some conversation with somebody because somebody left. For some of you, this could be in terms of lack of transportation. It may surface around bus schedules. I'm hearing coming up hard. You know, it's tough trying to come up, like pulling yourself up by the bootstraps. You know, for some of you, I'm hearing sing. For some of you, it's coming out of defeat. It's coming out of just, you feel defeated. A lack of support is here. I'm hearing strap again, strap. This could be sad news. whatever it is, you just want to be left alone, or you kind of already in that mellow, solemn mood when you get this news or when you have this conversation. Whatever it is, it's stemming around family, or it's stemming around a nemesis. Now, I've tried to be careful about the difference between, I try to be careful about diagnosing enemies and nemesis. They are pretty much the same, but from my understanding, to me, a nemesis is usually somebody that loves you. Believe it or not. They care for you. They just really like maybe jealous or don't want you to do better than them. They don't want you to, be able to succeed. When they can't succeed, it causes them to do and treat you in a certain way. But I feel like a lot of times they think it's okay because you share the same blood, or because you love each other, or they just know they can get away with shit. Maybe because they know your heart, your feelings, They know how you are emotionally about them, okay? And with the moon here, this could definitely be a husband and wife situation, or significant other situation as well, but it seems a little bit more isolated. It seems more personal, like this is your family that you're dealing with, your side of the family. I hear something about going home, okay? But somebody this month is confused about the path. Now, I don't know if they're going the wrong way, they caught the wrong bus, and they're going to be calling you. They may be hitting you up because they're strapped. They need transportation money. They maybe even ask you, can they come and stay? But there's some uneasiness about this. It could be mental too. Dis-ease, mental. We have the moon here. Okay, deals with our, I was saying, psychosis. That's what she said. Our conscious, our psychosis, our psyche. I keep hearing, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Now, it could be tears. Something here about a wolf or a wolf dog. For those of you who are, not in a bad way, but they have that type of intimacy with their dog. They lick your tears. They'll lick your tears. They'll at least try to lick them if you let them. What's these bonus cards here, source for Leo? Ooh, you got some refreshing news coming. Or again, there's something here about some sneaks, some tennis shoes, a pair of sneaks, a pair of tennis shoes. I don't know if you lost them or you purchased them. Good, we know you purchased them, but there's either you're just gonna go do this. Purchase these. They white too. They white. Purchase these white sneaks. I wonder why that's important. Some of y'all, she's saying to take with you on the journey, wherever you're going on this trip. Taking a time out. Okay. It's been rough. You need a break. You need a moment. You need to try something new. You need something new in your life. Maybe it represents a new family. But it appears that some of you are going to be, some of you, I'm hearing cancel. You may cancel this journey, this trip. You may cancel these hours. It's a conflict here. I don't know what's going on. I don't. There's also some sadness here this month. I don't know if somebody is sick. It could be about a passing. It's definitely dealing with somebody that's lost. Could be lost in the family. But some of you are going to get a call about some money. They may be asking you for this money. Because remember I said somebody's strapped. They need some money. They need some transportation money. They need some money to start work. And I see that you may be questioning whether or not, or they're questioning whether or not if they should reach out to you about this. You know, it's uneasy. Maybe y'all been disconnected for a while, for, you know, out of confusion or loss or something. I don't know. You know. This could be somebody that really minds their own business, stay to themselves. You know what I'm saying? She said you may consider them a little junkie. Oh wow, they like the movies. So they, I mean, it may come off. They may be a little, to you, they may be a little childlike, but maybe it's got something to do with the age. For somebody, they like popcorn. They really like popcorn. That's an indication about this family. Some of you definitely are going in a new direction. You're definitely going in a new direction. Some of you was thinking about going west. Now you're going to go east. And that's what you're talking about. You're confused. It may come out of this conversation in regards to this family member or your family. Maybe you're trying to get away from family. People do that. I'm hearing wellness. Yeah, there it is. Wellness. That's what she meant. Wellness. And maybe sometimes people are just homesick. Somebody is homesick. That's what this is. Somebody's definitely home. They're missing their family. There's been some problems, you know, some disagreements and stuff. You know how we are. Everybody's always trying to prove their point. Here is where I'm at with this, you know, because I know we all have our struggles, but I feel like the world has lost sight of priority, and there's so much knowledge out here, you know, that people are beginning to, well, not beginning, but they have become confused about who the mama is, who the grandmama is, who the daddy is, who the granddaddy is. There's a total loss of respect. It has caused the family to become dysfunctional. You got children competing with parents. You know, you got them hating each other and battling each other for the same damn thing. This shit is just out of whack. We've lost sight of the principles, and you can't really have family if you don't have those principles. What kind of family are you going to have when you have children disrespecting their parents? It's going to be diseased. It's going to be dysfunctional. That's why this stuff was set into place, you know. And if you can't handle your position, allow the authority figure to change it. Know your place and do what you're supposed to do in your role. Some of us don't get an authoritative role because you're born the younger sibling, right? You get something else special in life. But if you know your place, see, because this is all about knowing your place, staying in your lane. It's something dysfunctional, really dysfunctional in your family that you're thinking about. Shit is happening. People are leaving and walking off, and it's somebody said this ain't right. This is the family is golden. It's important. Somebody gonna need you. You may have not heard from them in a while. Be there. Just be there. Just be there. Don't go into what happened 10 years ago. It don't matter. I'm speaking from a place. Speaking from a place. Because sometimes we think we're trying to correct something and we're only setting in more confusion. Because maybe there's a disconnect. You know? It's time and place when to say yes and no. I'm going to say this and then I'm going to close it out. And you can agree or disagree, but I get it. Let me get you a word card too. What was her name? Juanita Bynum. She used to be really big back in the 90s and early 2000s. Juanita Bynum. I think it was her. She had a drug addict sister. And I can speak this because she spoke about it publicly. It's her testimony. She had a drug addict sister. Okay. She had a drug addict sister, and when the sister would come and ask her for money and stuff for the drugs, she would give it to her. But let me tell you something. It was that was her salvation. See, because you can't just say everything's a fine line. This medicine ain't gonna fix everybody. That's why they make several different kinds. Because what's for you ain't going to be for me. My universe is totally different from yours, even if we share the same genetics. We different. I don't care if you have 12 kids. Same mother, same father. I can guarantee you they're going to be different, and you're going to have a different relationship with every last one of them. And I think it's time that we start to relearn and reteach how to function, how to make things strong. You are not going to have a strong community, family, society, or nation if everybody is the damn chief. All of humanity is living in a dream world, but suffering real consequences. And those are from the beautiful Lauryn Hill. Underlining that, it says, we all are self-conscious. I'm just the first to admit it. And that's a beautiful way to leave your reading on Mr. West. And yeah, we're going to leave it here. Crown and Glory. And I want to thank you so much for tuning in again for a monthly report. Hopefully I can be consistent. I can't wait to bring you another one. Remember this sound. And if you have not, please fly. And I'm just going to fly on up out of here until the next one. Peace and one love.